YouTube in a day I never thought would arrive in my entire poker career. I am actually excited a little bit to learn more about Norman Hold'em tournaments after playing cash games for the past 12 years professionally. I've now went down the tournament path that started earlier this year, playing that 25K PCA, and so many people reached out to me and said, what are you learning to get better at tournaments and to play tournaments? And I didn't really have a good answer at that point in time, but in the months since, I started playing around with this program called Advanced Poker Training, or it's more a website, but it's a program where you play against, and this is going to sound kind of funny for people that know me and my crusade against bots, but you actually play against bots on here. And I don't know, I've been playing this site so fucking much lately. I just kind of sit around and I end up playing because, as you can see, it goes very fast. It's fast-paced. You get a lot of hands in. So I want to make a video talking more about it because I think it's a really, really great resource for beginners out there. And also, I'm imagining this could be pretty good for more experienced players because you can run through a lot of the spots at such a fast pace. And I'll kind of show you a little bit more too. And kind of how this came to be was that I talked about this program on a video recently on a podcast. And the owner of the site messaged me and said, hey, you mentioned the site and we got a lot of people that signed up. So I want to give you an affiliate deal. You guys know me. I don't really affiliate for many companies except Upswing Poker. But I use this thing all the time. I love it. So I was like, sure, okay, let's do something. So we talked more business. I said, okay, I'll make a video about the site. I'll show people a little bit more about it. And yeah, so my main thing I play, and I'm going to show you, is I play that multi-table tournaments. But on here, I found, there's the cash games here. I haven't played this too much, 6 max, 9 max, and heads up, but I played a little bit, but I don't know, I'm really enjoying the more tournaments now. I got to say, playing tournaments against bots more fun than playing the cash games. Then they have the Beat the Pro challenges where you compete in these challenges with different scenarios where you try to get to do better than the pros. I don't know how up to date this pro list is, so like you go to my boy Scotty Wynn here, and his would be early multi-table tournament levels, drawing hands, premium hands. I played a bunch of these over time, and it's just, you can do it, and then you see how these pros are doing. I don't even know who some of these guys are, but John Little, shout out John Little, I know him. Scott Clements, know him. Mike Caro, I didn't know he plays poker anymore, but that is what it is. We're taking a look at the pro list here for the most part. Then they have these combat trainers, which these things are pretty sweet too, where it's different kind of fundamentals, tournament tactics. I think I was playing this one the other day. Where they put you in a scenario and you play out a bunch of hands and they kind of tell you what to do and stuff like that. I haven't really dove too deep into there, but from what I've seen so far, I enjoy those. One of my favorite things is that, like I said, you can just play a spot a bunch of different times. So if you have like Ace King, you can just play Ace King 1,000 times. So I played the small blind the other day because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing the small blind really. So I played the small blind a bunch of different times. And you can kind of see it on here if you go to my reports. I've actually played in the last 30 days 11,000 hands and 73 tournaments, which I don't know if that's a lot out of hands, but I guess it does seem like a lot of hands. 11,000 against bots. I mean, listen, I don't know. So I'll walk you through it here, guys, and kind of show you. If you do want to sign up for this, they did give me the link. The link's in the description below, or you go to advancedpokertraining.com/Joey. So let's go to some tournament. You can kind of set what you want. So they got the online low stakes turbo. This is like a fucking crapshoot. But I guess this is replicating of a turbo online. I don't really know. I haven't played many actual tournaments online yet. Daily casino tournament, and then online million, and then the Las Vegas main event. This one takes forever. You can set the levels. You can set the players. Like one of the ones I like to do is I don't do the online million. I'll do like online million, 200 players. We'll change it to 30-minute levels, and then you can go easy, medium, or hard. Hard's kind of, I'm trying to get better at beating easy, but the guys are they're pretty bad. So we'll put it at medium right now. There's a buy-in. And then here, this is where I found with practice mode. So you can change the hand types. I've actually played around this. So I put it on all playable hands one time because I was like, if I can't win a tournament with all playable hands, I'm not going to fucking win it without all playable hands. So the first one I played with all playable hands, I won. Shout out to me. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You can also put yourself into position. Like I said, if you just want to play small blind a million times, you can do it. And these competitors at the easier stages, these aren't the best guys. They're very exploitable in some ways. But I think that's very applicable to what you're going to find in real poker tournaments where, these guys have some obvious leaks too. But at the same time, I feel like it's pretty good training for the most part here. You can put passive, whatever, aggressive, more aggressive. I usually just go average. And then use 4-color deck. You can choose the stage you want to practice to. We'll just kind of start from the beginning with this. And we'll get it going here. So you can kind of see here, there's a speed at the top. I usually just set it really fast, but I've learned this is helping me actually build some bad habits, unfortunately. Let me adjust the screen here. Let me kind of pull this up a little bit more here. Shout out to my terrible ROI at the top. I actually don't know if that's good or not. Let's see. Let me make this bigger here. All right, kind of large it up here so you guys can see. So, yeah, basically what happens is you can zip to the end. So what happens is if I fold here, it's like fast fold, and you can peek at what your opponents have. I try not to do that as much. I'm trying to like learn without peeking. So it just goes to the next hand. So you see a lot of people limp in 4-3. So this is, and you can understand when I started playing with this, I started playing a little bit more online, and it was just so fucking slow. So Jack 10 suited, raise it up here, and they have this advisor, and the advisor's a little kind of a donk because he likes you to limp in early positions, and I don't know, I'm not limping in early positions, so you could definitely build some bad habits and get too used to the fast pace here, I've noticed. So I'm trying to be very aware that, hey, some of these things, you know, they work against these bots, but they're not going to work against some better players. So we get 3-bet with Jack 10 suited, and what their 3-bet ranges overall at easier levels are pretty high in the range. They don't really have too many bluffs in here. This says fold. 28 advisors say fold. No chance I'm folding this deep. I'm going to call. Flop middle pair, gut shot, backdoor flush draw. He checks. And then I've noticed a lot of these guys end up folding to some aggression on the turn. So I'll bet a little over half pot. And normally they fold. So like I said, I play these guys a lot. I play 73 tournaments. So I know these guys' tendencies pretty well. But I think that's the kind of fun challenge, is that if I can't identify these bots who you know, are playing a certain way, how the fuck am I ever going to figure out a tough player? So queen 6, easy fold here. I love it. I love it. So like I gotta resist sometimes here because, you know, I feel like opening a hand like this is gonna be, you know, easy way to take down the blinds, but at the same time you try to build some good habits and you want to realize like, hey, just because I can take down the blinds with 7-8 offsuit here potentially, I probably should be folding this hand. So it kind of, you know, it can be tough. You have to take discipline, I feel like, sometimes with hands like this, and this guy leads out. And these guys' leading range are all out of whack, which they lead a lot, which means that their check calling range is going to be pretty weak. So they do have very weak check calling range, unfortunately. King Queen offsuit. Not liking this hand too much. You guys gotta remember, I've really only played PLO since 2011. So learning I haven't like played Hold'em, study Hold'em. I barely watch any videos. So they said I should fold there. There's no chance I'm folding. So we flop a set of 7s. And what I've noticed with these guys is that you got to be creative in the ways you get value, which once again maybe can build a bad habit, but at the same time, I think this kind of trains you really well to think about different ways to get value, because I think most players would just raise here and then they get called by kings and then they bet again. You know what I mean? But with here, some of these players play a little tighter. So, and what I found interesting is that you can play these hands. It's free. So you can play these hands all different ways and sort of see what happens with the board textures, see how runouts go, see how some players might in terms of what they're betting, what they're not betting, stuff like that. So it's very fascinating tool. So I'm going to call. He bets again. I'm going to call one more time. Unfortunately, like you just missed out on a lot of value. He bets the river, and now we're going to shove all in here. We make the full house. I only expect him to call if he has pocket 6s and fold everything else. We can actually peek here, so I'll show you. What he probably has like aces or queens, kings, aces, something like that. He's probably going to fold. We go all in. He's got 9-10. Never mind. We go. Let's go. Fuck you, Nelson Donaldson. Dare I say, listen, hey, you know, the streamer good luck or something like that, I guess you could say, right? I hope this is recording. This is the first time I've tried recording this, guys. Not a very rigged game, but I get pretty excited playing this game. I'm telling you, something's wrong with me, guys. Like I said, I have a lot of fun playing this. So I'm sitting around, maybe you do an edible or something like that. You just fucking play with the bot. It's fun. Let me see why I make this video. I don't ever make videos like this from talking about a product or company. I'm used to playing with the faster speed, and I've realized you can pretty much automatically c-bet 1/3 profitably against all these players. So we'll go 1/3, and then you can always 2-barrel them for about half pot, a little under half pot, and then they fold like a bitch. You know, these guys love folding here. Once again, can build some bad habits, and I feel like the GTO way to think about this is you want to think about, okay, what are their ranges here? What do they have when he calls here? What does he have? And then the cool thing is you can actually test it out and see after the fact. You can see how this builds some bad habits. You just fold fast. Fold. Fold, 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 fold. Nice how I can place my tournaments. This guy ISO. See, these guys limp a lot in early position. They do a bunch of weird shit, I'm going to be honest with you. But I think this is also the easier levels too, so we kind of just fly through. I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit here, kind of get to the end stages a little bit. So my goal in this beginning, I'm kind of thinking about what people have said on my podcast, Barry Greenstein, Sean Deeb. They say that a lot of players, they don't play aggressive enough. So I'm trying to figure out ways to play in these early stages where I can try to build up some chips for the later stages too. Which I think is normal. We 3-bet ace jack, flops 9, 10, 5. Once again, you can kind of, these guys let you know where they're at pretty easily here. So we can bet pretty small. He calls again. And then we go half pot here normally on the turn. And he folds like a bitch. Got these guys figured out. 7-9 suited. The advisor likes to call those hands. They like those little call those hands early position like that. I used to love queen jack, and then I realized queen jack offsuit's a bad hand. You can sometimes kind of just value bet small. This guy raises me. What the fuck? We're going to cheat. See what he has here. He's got the ace-4. Obviously, he's got a straight. I guess it's not cheating. It's part of the app. It's how you get better. Jack 10 suited. Kind of like a trouble hand for me so far to play this hand out of position. Advisor says folds. We're going to call. Flop this top pair. Backdoor straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. This guy bets out. Usually that means they got a set. Unfortunately. This means they have the set of 5s here. So we'll call one and then probably fold the turn. Oh my god. We pick up the flush draw. Ay, caramola, caramolacita, papi. Ay, I'm telling you, I think he's got a set here, guys. This is going to be a bad fold if he doesn't have a set. He's got 7s. No, I'm an idiot. Fuck. Oh my god. Cut that. Should we cut that? No, we're going to keep that in. Whatever. See, I'm not a genius, all right? They mix it up sometimes. I'm telling you, you're not the smartest guy. 7 is I don't know what the fuck the guy's doing, but it is what it is. They just do some weird stuff. Okay? They do some weird stuff, all right? I'm no genius. Pocket 9-7, take it down. Wait, why is the speed so low? Let's turn this bad boy up. Watch this. Watch when it starts getting rolling. Boom! Boom! Oh, wait, low raise this hand. 6-7 off suited. Boom! Take it out. See how fast it goes? Oh, aces. Let's get it. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. This is a little psycho speed. Once again, go with that one-third pot size bet here. They let you know quick if they got it. Aces, they fold, take it down. Like I said, they're not. They're very weak, but and like I said, I could see how that could build bad habits too. But also, I think it is training because I'm sure you're going to play against a lot of players who are like this, who are more weaker type of players. But obviously, they're going to have different tendencies, and they're probably going to be calling a little bit more pre-flop, and we're going to see more hands like that go down realistically. But yeah. Kind of flying through here. Jack 7 suited. I got. I probably don't need to raise this one up, but we'll kick it up. We'll isolate my boy Cleveland Hicks here. 7-10 suited. I like it. I like it a lot. Usually in these later stages, I go. So this kind of weird spot, right? So he's got the 120, 120 big blind. He's got about what 40 big blinds here, 30 something big blinds. Pocket 5s. 28 advisors say fold. I'm gonna go ahead call. And we flop set, but they both check. So they do this really weird thing where they sometimes just randomly will check raise you. And they sometimes have value, but other times have complete air too. So we'll go for a little bet. Even though, like I said, you miss out on value because these guys don't check call very light, unfortunately, which means you can bet pretty liberally. And you need to get creative in terms of finding value, which is how it's going to be against some players. So he does check raise, like I said. They love doing this. So if he has a bluff, he's going to fold when I go all in. If he has a value hand, he's going to bet the turn no matter what happens. So we're going to call here, and then we're going to stack this bitch on the turn. No, not if this guy has ace-king, I'm going to flip out. No! Stop it! Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness, motherfucker. I'm telling you, I got these guys figured out like the back of my hand. Ace-jack. Fuck off. This fucking guy raises again. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. This fucking motherfucker. Fucking bot fuck. Alfredo Calhoun, fuck you. What's he got? Queens. Yeah, whatever. Ay. This guy. Alfredo Calhoun. This fucking guy. This tilting ass game. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, gee, that you got to avoid these landmines. That's what I noticed about tournaments. You get really deep, and then all of a sudden we crank the speed up a little bit. So we raise ace king. We got to slow it down. I can't go this fast. Once again, we're gonna go at that third pot c bet here. He calls turn. We turn that again. We'll go a little bigger. He's gonna fold all the time. They always fold. I'm telling you, they just fold so much. They might need to fix this bot where they just fold a lot in the turn. Once again, that means we should be able to easily beat these guys, right? If they're so weak. We get 3-bet. This guy calls. Normally this is like normally ace jack's not good here. We'll watch to the end though. 8, 10, 7, c bet, call, check, bet, all in, call, fold, bam. That's it. Easy game. Like I said, I don't like to look all the time. I kind of like to figure these things out on my own. Raise it up, pocket sixes under the gun. Actually, we probably need to crank it up a little bit here. Otherwise, this video will be too long. We'll crank it up for this sake right here. So you can understand, if you go this fast, you're probably making some mistakes because it's just so fast that it doesn't give you time to think. So I'm kind of trying to avoid playing this one. Flush draw, bet over half pot. Guy check raises me. I mean, they could have. Definitely has some. Obviously, has sets. We limped in so we could have 9-3, 9 deuce. He didn't lead out here. Most likely, I think it's going to be a higher flush draw. Some weaker flush draws too as well, but probably a higher flush draw. We'll see what they have here. 9-2, 2 pair. That makes sense. Not sure if I'm supposed to call there or fold. Normally, I'll probably just fold in a situation like that where I'm unsure. So you can see a lot of limping here at the easier mode. Ace 10 offsuit. So I think I'm supposed to start folding this hand at early position. I've kind of been playing this hand a little bit too much. We're going to go it up. We're going to mix it up here. We check. He bets big. We're going to call. Turns the jack. I can certainly have king, queen, king, jack. A lot of weaker aces too. They'll usually two-barrel weaker aces here. You call one, then they'll give up on the river. Oh my God, what has he got? Ace jack? He's got ace jack, doesn't he? If this fucking guy has a bluff, I'm gonna freak out on my own video. Let's see what he has. Ace jack? Ace king. Ah, nut flush. Nah, tricky. Ace king, raise it up here. Flop that top pair. Bet real small. 1/5 pot. He calls. How do we stack Jenny? 2,100 left, 3,300 in the pot. We're gonna check. And now we're gonna try to get called by a queen here. Or a 5. Folds. Hard to get 3 streets against these guys sometimes, even though sometimes you find it anyway. Ace queen. These are kind of those weird spots where I'm trying to figure out if I 3-bet or fold. He c-bets. We have backdoors, call, turn. The thing is, like, they bet 9s here and 7s here and stuff like that. I think we should just fold. Wait for a better spot. You know, because kind of when you play against the Prague and you want to find better spots, like, you can kind of see how weak they play post-flop. So, open and straight draw here. We'll go ahead, call. Check. River. It's not good. Hopefully it has, like, God, almost. They always have it here. 8-9. 8-9 or ace king, huh? Ace king, yeah. Whatever. Fuck yourself. Got a gutter here. Lead out for 4. Get called. Bet again with the 5 and take it down. Usually they have a 4 there. Play it fast, as you can kind of see here. Ace king, raise it up, take it down. 142 players left, start with 200. Ace queen suited. I don't know. What's the advisors say? 25 call. We'll call. Flop nut flush draw. Checks around. This guy pots all in. Are we supposed to call here? I'm gonna fold in a flush draw, I guess. I don't know. Kings versus 9s. Would need a club, and we would not missed. We'd have missed. Nice fold. Take it down. This is a rebuy. You're supposed to call there, right? We still have 50 big blinds left. I think probably. Do you gamble it up there with that hand? Not really sure if you gamble it up there. Ace king, he leads out. We're just gonna we'll let it down. They really like raising the donk bets too. I think the program knows that they donk out kind of weak, a weakish range, so they like to raise. We lead out to 8, we get raised. Not a good sign. Take it down. This is what I love. There's no fucking. This is so great. Flop trips. Check it over to him. Doesn't take the bait. Looks like Negreanu. Kind of looks like Negreanu's cousin. Kid poker. Looks like fucking creepy poker over here. Look at this guy. Creepy poker. Whatever. All right, 8-6. They love calling these hands in position. And then once it gets late stage, I feel like some of these strategies just completely switch. Like they'll be more passive. Then all of a sudden, some of these players will just start playing like freaking animals here. 3-7 suited. We'll call. Flop the 7 high flush draw. He bets out. I guess we'll call 1. It's not good. Yeah, I gotta fold probably now, right? Pot's what? 63. Bets 33. No implied odds really. This guy's gonna be all in too. We'll fold. He's got, wow, higher flush draw. We were in bad shape there. And you can see the guy bet jacks 2 streets, takes it down. So you can kind of see they have a little merged range with some of their barrels. Let's see if we can take this one down here with a 600 bet. Hopefully no one has ace-9, and we take it down. Nice hand. Normally I'll min raise and then I'll go with that 1/3 pot. Like I said, you can normally bet like which now. So downside is that you're not really building a check back range, unfortunately here. Oh no, this guy raised me. Fuck, why is this happening on this video? My God, I look like such a donk. They just have it, man. They have it. I'm telling you, they have jacks here. They have 8s. 8s, yeah, I'm telling you, they just have it. I'm serious. You gotta be disciplined with these people. They just have it. 9-8 suited, we'll defend, gets checked through, we'll take a bet here and try to bet 2 streets. We get raised, what are you talking about? You have pocket 7s? Ay. Fuckers, take it to the streets. Ace queen, this guy's sick. Are you supposed to call with these flush? I don't know, I'm like, I've got PLO PTSD with these flush draws, man. I think like my implied odds isn't as good with the flush draw. I think like with PLO, because like implied odds, if you hit here and they have ace queen, they're gonna pay you off. Whereas at PLO, like they don't pay you off, so your implied odds aren't there. So I'm just never sure. And even here, your implied odds, like they probably won't pay you off with the ace queen there. So I need to get my mindset flipped around for flush draws, because I've just realized from playing so much PLO that so now, what do we have now? A little over 20 big blinds. So pocket 6s here. No implied odds, but we'll call and then we'll miss. I guess that's what you're supposed to do, right? This guy leads out. We're gonna fold. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, boys. Flop a set here with pocket 3s. We'll check. He bets 120, 1120. We're gonna call. Turn. He's gonna fold unless he has queen 10. Queen king, 0%, baby. Let's go. You guys imagine if I was a tournament poker streamer? I would be so fired up. I get so excited, but like a cash game, you can't get that excited. But a tournament, you can get pretty excited. It seems like. This is how I actually play this game when I'm by myself. I just get really pumped up. Top pair, take it down that 1/3 pot. 98 players left. We're getting down here. We got a little chippies here. 15K, 400 big blinds. I'm digging it. So right now, you know, I'm kind of just trying to get in a lot of hands. As you can see, this is normally my pace. Just play hands, get my pre-flop better, start to better identify what hands I shouldn't be playing. These fuckers might have king queen here. We're gonna lead out for 1/3 pot here with the open and straight draw. Calls, flop the nut, turn a little bit of nuts, and bet again and fold, take it down. Yeah, these guys do not pay you off, that's for sure, which means that you can bluff them a little bit too much. A7, 8-10. I don't want to raise that one up. Play a little conservative here. 500 big blind. We have what, about 3? How many big blinds do we have? 330? 300. All right, he checks back in. We're gonna go that half pot, that 1/3 pot there. Take it down. 10. Fold. Pocket kings. Let's go, baby. Back the truck up. All right. All right. We don't want to fold. We don't want this fucker to fold here. 3-bet, get called. Flop is 7,000. We'll bet really small again here. Get called again. Another HUD on the turn. I like my chances here. They always fold here, unfortunately. We bet small, they fold. They always fold that turn. They'll call the flop with the small size, and then they'll fold the turn. They love folding the turn. Ace, Jack offsuit. Probably just fold. I don't really know what else to do with those hands. Like maybe you 3-bet versus, you know, like a loose opener. Or you call versus a loose opener or something like that. Ace 10. I hate this fucking hand. Ay. Flop the pair. Ooh, turn trips. Okay. Not going to get any value, though, unfortunately. Once again, he calls one time. They love folding here. If they have an ace, they fold all the time. Fold again. Take it down. Sometimes they have pocket fives there. They'll call, too. So once again, you know, like I've been playing this for a lot, so you can start to identify the leaks here. King high flush draw. We'll call one. Turn to flush draw. Nice. Unfortunately, we're not going to get much value here on the river. They don't pay you off. They love folding, even when you have it. Definitely a little tougher adversary in some ways. So you got to be creative on how to get paid off versus this adversary. Pocket sixes. I tell you, I hate these pocket pairs. It's just they're strange because these guys barrel so much. He checks twice. Normally, when they check twice, they give up. Fold, take it down. Let's do it. 66 players left. It's going down. Four, 8. Nope. 8, 16, 24. How many big blinds do we have here? 5. Ooh, what do we got? I would lead out here, but they're going to raise me if they have a flush or like 2 pairs, so I kind of just want to maybe check call. Yeah, I don't really want to get raised off my hand. We'll call one. Turns bling, not good. Checks back, make the flush on the river. What do we think the old boy has? We'll actually see this one down. I think he's going to have like a weird hand. Hopefully he has a flush. Ace 3, yeah, weird hand, just a bad hand, just nothing. Pocket 8s, should we over limp here? Big blind only has 15, 20, but they're weird, so they just fold sometimes. He does fold, yeah, like he folds 15, 20 left. 2 big blinds, you know. Once again, we're gonna go, I don't love this. I don't love this at all. We'll go with the C-bet though. Quarter pot. Get called once again. They have a queen jack, so we'll kind of see what he has here again. We'll go with small bet again, and he does call. They fold a lot on the barrel, but we already know they don't call down light. What do we think? Oh boy has. You know what? We'll give it up. Ace jack. Ace jack or ace jack, probably ace jack, huh? Ace 7, let's go. What are they doing? Let's get it, baby. 48K, you know what it is. You know what it is. Let's go, Pope. What you thinking, John Pope? Ace 7 offsuit. This guy's. I recall this guy's all in. Let's bust this bad boy. 4-2 offsuit. Not a bad way to take a stand there, Jeffrey Winters. 8. Let's go. Boom. Streamer run good. Let's go. You know me. You know my name. Let's go. 10-3. All right. Now we got some chips to play with here, boys. All right. This guy raises. Ace, king. What are we going to make it here? 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 Let's make it 6,800. He calls. We'll go really small here. 3,200. He raises fuck off. What do they have? Queens? You got queens or jacks, huh, buddy? Jacks. Man, fuck. Damn it. All right, little hit, little hit. Ace, queen suited, under the gun raise. We'll just call here. Flop. Over cards. Backdoor, straight draw, backdoor, flush draw. We'll fold. Pocket deuces, limp in. So you can see this guy, John Pope, limped ace, king suited. Are you for real? What's this guy thinking? So what do we have blinds here? 8, 16, 24, a little over 40 big blinds. So we got some playable chips here. We got a nice stack here. Probably could have stabbed there. Maybe would have worked, maybe not. Jack 5. They're pretty weak here in the blind versus blind. He does call. C-bet calls again. Bet, take it down. Let's go. Let's go. Oh boy, blinds are up again. Okay, pocket tens. Our boy Pope's in there. Let's see a flop. He c-bets. What are we supposed to do? I mean, I guess if you're thinking about turning hands into bluffs here at some point in time, which I'm not thinking about doing too much against the computer right now, but you could call here and then turn your hand into a bluff, and they're usually going to fold those stronger hands. But not worth it to me. These guys are weak. We'll just wait for better hands. Pocket nines against our boy John Pope, who's playing a lot of hands. C-bet 1/3 pot, take it down. All in versus under the gun. We got Jack Deuce, call it off. Let's go. Get me. Hit me. Ay, cara, moça, cara, mamacita. That's what I've learned about these tournaments, playing these, is that, you know, you got to be, it's a grind, man. It's a grind. You got to be patient. You can't get so wrapped up in, free bet, fuck off. You can't get so wrapped up in being emotional. Like you got to be patient. So I've learned, you got to be patient. When you're not patient, you just get boned hard. Bet the flop. He calls twice. All right, we've already seen our boy John Pope is capable of having a marginal hand here. So if we have a better 9 than him, so we got to go with really small value, but super exploit against our boy John Pope. He folds, we take it down. Nice hand. Let's go. Let's go. Can we really do this? Can we do this on the game during the stream, during the video, whatever this is called? Pocket 8s under the gun, raise it up. Once again, 1/3 pot bet. Folds, takes it down. You can kind of see, right? The c-bet. You. Pocket queens. Our boy, the Pope limper. Oh, this guy leads out. Oh my God, no. He's got us fucking nearly covered too. Wow. I think we should raise fold here. Playing against these guys, man. Oh my God, this guy really leads out. Holy shit. Not like this. Not like this. What do we do here? Leads out, all in, dead side pot, leads out, bets twice again. Flush draws, of course. Some tens, some jacks, some quads, full houses. Call one more. Oh my God, the guy bets the river again. This guy's not bluffing me. Is he really? We're going to have 30 big blinds. The blinds are going to go up, so we're going to have 20 big blinds here. If we call this and we lose, we have what? 8 big blinds left, 43 left. We're almost near the money. Ay. Oh my God, Mark Mickey, you cocksucking motherfucker. Oh my God. Oh man. I'm gonna fold. What do I think he has though? He can't be bluffing me. I think he's got pocket tens. No! No! Oh my God, no! Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, could I be the worst player in the world? Oh my God. Oh, fuck me. Oh my God, it's fucking brutal. Jesus, God, Mary, Joseph Christ. Holy shit, I'm so bad. Oh, it's only 1,200. Oh my God. Fuck off, man. This guy. This hurts. It hurts. I mean, listen, you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? Fucking Christ. We're supposed to call this hand too big. Oh my god. That hurt. That hurt. So I found, like, if you just shove all in here with these hands, that you only ever get called by worse. And oh my god, this guy just shoves all in for 9,800 more. They always have me beat here. Eights. I guess it doesn't. I guess I'm supposed to call there, right? I guess you're just supposed to call in spots like that, aren't you? You're just supposed to call in spots like that. And you're supposed to flip, I guess. Pocket sevens. We're all in. Queen Jack. No. That's it. Oh man. Ay, ay, ay. Calamosa, calamosita. Well, that's it, guys. There you go. You got to see the program. It's heartbreaking sometimes. Okay, heartbreaking. But yeah, that's it. If you guys want to check it out, links in the description below. advancedpokertraining.com/Joey. I'm probably making another video on this sort of thing like that. It's disappointing. These things hurt. These things hurt for sure. Why do I have all the queens? Holy moly, guacamole, calamola, cita. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, that's it. Much love. Peace out.